Okay, now we're going to demonstrate custom form builder. First, we're going to create a new form. We call it test custom form. You can select one page or two page. By default, it's two page. Basically, the first page is to collect the customer product detail, and the second page is the customer detail. So we create a new form. We've got this form in here. We're going to have a look on the front end. So on the front end, this is our default. For example, putting the product name, serial number, and everything. Now, if you go to design and then select the first one, products, in here you can design the form, the front end form, however you like. For example, you can drag and drop, make it into like two columns, like this one column, another one in here, or you can click the field itself. The field will show the field details, for example, the product name, or you can say like or SKU or anything like that. This placeholder is basically the wordings inside the input box. Different field have different options. For example, serial number, simple, if that's require or not require, and purchase date, do you allow future date or require or anything like that. We can add more fields to it. For example, we can add on like a drop down. A common one is like where you bought the product. In here we will say the options. What's the option? The value for the option is actually what value we save it against, like eBay, but the label is what the customer see. So eBay or like a local store. So as you can see, the the options in here, and then there are different type of field. For example, there are a file one, which is a common one, will be allow the customer to upload files, like upload your receipt. So you can select which one, like video files or images only, depends whatever you need. So there's a lot of fields in here. Some of the fields only outputting text, some of the fields like you allow you put a date in there. It's all up to you what kind of fields you want to add. Another way of doing adding a new row is you click this plus buttons in here. Here you can select how many columns do you want to have in that one row. For example, you can have 3 columns in here, and then you can put an input box in here, and then put a date in here, and you can also put like maybe just put like simple text in here, like this text purely just for you to display simple text, like this is a text placeholder. The date, you can like whatever date you want to be, like a day of birth or something like that, allow future day or not. Text input, again up to you what kind of thing do you want, up to you. You can also like rearrange things however you want. Another one you can add on is like radio box or images. Sometimes, for example, you want to put images in here, like you need to put an image URL. The image you will say like maybe say like example of like what's the back of the product, so it shows a serial number look like, things like that. You can delete the field if you wanted to. Now this one you can change the layout of the field of the row itself. In here you can change to 30, basically the proportion, how big you want. This is all preset, or if you want you can put some CSS class name, so you can put some custom CSS, customize the whole thing. So yeah, here is how you customize your field. Once you customize, you can preview the whole field. Click this preview button. Once you click the preview button, it will open the new field in here. For example, this is what it looked like in the front end. This is a text placeholder, and then everything else is what you output in the back end. Another thing about the field is the conditional logic. For example, conditional logic, if you enable this one, basically this means say show this field if something, if, for example, if where you bought the product is local store. So this is your conditional logic, and then so that means it will, by default, this field is hide at the beginning because it says show this field if the where you bought is local product, because first time you load it, the selected field is eBay, so it's not going to show. But you can say like hide this field when that is when the where you bought is local product. That means this field is displayed. We can do that in here, for example, maybe in here, and enable logic. So hide this field when you bought is bought from eBay. So now we have two conditional logic. As you can see, the conditional logic have a different background. This is slightly darker of gray, and it got a bit of a border right next to it, so you can see which one have conditional logic. For example, this one is hide, this one is show. So if we preview again, we can see because we have the conditional logic of the upload receipt to be like is hide this field when it's eBay. So that means hide it when you're selecting eBay, is hide it when you're selecting anything else. It should be showing the field because at the beginning nothing is selected, so it will show the field. So this is very different from the date of birth. Show this field when you bought is local. So that means see now the field's not there, but if you click on local store, that now the field's here. Yeah, that's pretty much the overview of the custom form builder. In here, as you can imagine, you can build all different kind of form however you want. You can like 2 columns, 1 column, whatever you want. In here you can always preview the whole thing before you save.